So, yesterday was a game of basketball. It was a game of basketball that day of basketball that may or may not have completely shifted the Rookie of the Year, and I actually don't think it did whatsoever. I don't think it did whatsoever. The person on screen right there, I think, is still going to end up as Rookie of the Year. My choice? No. But I think when it's all said and done, I think Angel Reese is going to be Rookie of the Year. If you were asking me to vote, if I had a vote, I would vote for Caitlin, but I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Reese. Before we get on to you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 20,100 subscribers by the end of the day. Right now, we are about, we're about 30 off. So, when it comes to Angel Reese, we got to talk about the stat padding that happened yesterday. She went full Ricky Davis. Like, you don't ever go full Ricky Davis, and she went full Ricky Davis. If you don't know what Ricky Davis is, he had a chance for his first career triple-double, and this when no one really got triple-doubles in the NBA, and he was one rebound off, so he ran under his own basket, missed a shot under his own basket, and caught the rebound. She went full Ricky Davis. Kennedy Carter trying to dribble out the clock, no one anywhere near her, turns around, is just dribbling it out, thinking that they'd won the game. Marina Mabry, give her the ball, give her the ball, give her the ball. Angel Reese, they're sealing Tina Charles. Tina Charles just standing, letting Angel Reese get the ball. As soon as she gets the ball, wrap up. As soon as Angel Reese hits the free throw, the players on the other team clapping. Like, look, it happened. It is what happened. The streak is alive. The streak is alive, but two things I never want to see. I never want to see someone on the side of Angel Reese talk about stat padding. I never want to see the streak brought up. And I never want to see Caitlin fans just want her to be coddled. Because twice in a week, Angel Reese has been wrapped up in garbage time while on 9 points and being let hit free throws. It's happened twice in a week. But that being said, Angel Reese is still the best rebounder in the WNBA. Angel Reese is still I genuinely, so many dumb takes. There's so many dumb takes where it's like, people are genuinely saying that Caitlin Clark averages more steals and blocks than Angel Reese. She's a better defender. It's like, no, Angel Reese is a really good defender. Caitlin Clark's a really bad defender. Like, counting stats don't tell any of the story in defense. I watched nearly every game both these players play. One is a really good defender. One is a really bad defender. But I will say, when it comes to Angel Reese, the double-double streak is the one thing her fans want to talk about. And look, I don't think that should ever come into effect. She broke a record that Candace Parker probably didn't even know she had. So, is it impressive what Angel Reese is doing? I don't think the streak is as impressive as the fact that she's the best rebounder straight away. I think that is the impressive part about it. And that's why, even when it was at 4 or 5 games, I was laughing and I'm like, dude, this streak doesn't matter. I'm like, this streak really doesn't matter. And it's like some of, you can cherry pick some stats. Just like I saw, what was it? What is that, the Angel Reese fan page, Trendy Hoop Stars? They posted a big thing being the only person with 20, with multiple 20 and 10 assists, double-doubles is Jackie Young. And I'm like, yeah, Caitlin Clark has had 19 and 10 plus twice. Said 19 and 10 plus twice, and 29 and 13 in one of them, which is that's just putting in a number. It's always the Tad Young graphic. This is what I always say, the Tad Young. This is what when we start talking about arbitrary stats, this is the graphic I will always bring up. And I'll say it again for the Caitlin Clark stuff, where it's someone being her stat line yesterday had never been done before, and you just added 5 3-pointers to it so that you couldn't say Michael Jordan did it, even though Michael Jordan did it before. It was this right here. The players 800 games to average 13.5 points, 5.9 rebounds, 1.4 steals, 49% field goals, 30% 3-point. You've just put Thad Young in there. But what are these numbers? What are these numbers? 5.9, 1.4, 13.5. It is just a piss take to show that some of these arbitrary numbers don't mean anything. And Angel Reese, for me anyway, in my opinion, the Angel Reese 14 double-double streak does not mean anything. What does mean something is the fact that Angel Reese is averaging 12 rebounds a game. She's going to set the all-time record in rebounds. Do I think her setting the all-time record in rebounds is as impressive as Caitlin Clark, who's going to set the all-time record in assists? No. But this is a bigs league. And I think this is going to go down as one where, and you just never know, actually. Like, look, if Angel Reese develops a mid-range game, if she can develop even a 25% three ball, if she develops a mid-range game, she develops a three ball is good enough to actually have to guard her and improves her handle. Like, I don't care that she was a point guard in high school. We've seen her trying to dribble the ball up the floor and she quadruple dribbled. Like, if she can get any sort of a decent handle, if she's able to shoot the mid-range, because obviously, even without the greatest ability to jump, she's still the best rebounder, offensive rebounder the league has probably ever seen. So, that is what Angel Reese does really well. So, there is a scenario where if Angel Reese adds an offensive game, she becomes one of the greatest ever. Because again, she's averaging 15 a game with no game. Like, she doesn't have a move that she can go to. Like, she seals really well and gets in good positions to shoot. She doesn't have a post move. She doesn't have a jump shot. She's a mediocre free throw shooter. And she's still really good. And that's one of the things where it's like, the fact is, like, impact on their team, there's not a crazy difference between the two rookies. There's not. Either way, she's a historically great rookie. But I do think, as far as room to improve, Angel Reese has more room to improve than Caitlin Clark. Like, whose ceiling is higher if everything goes right? It's actually Angel Reese, surprisingly enough. But I just think right now, one is an extremely polished defensive player and rebounder. One is an unbelievably polished offensive player. And I just value offense. I value offense with below average but not insultingly bad defense. Or I value that over very good or elite defense and solid offense. Either way, though, the numbers don't matter. Like, if Caitlin Clark, and this is why I made an entire video defending Christy Sides, and like, remember when Christy Sides took Caitlin Clark out for defense and she put Christy Wallace in? I made an entire video talking about how you don't want someone to get a triple-double at the expense of a win. It doesn't matter. I was like, whether Caitlin Clark caught that 10th rebound or ended up on 9 rebounds, it should not change anyone's like idea of how she played in that game. A triple-double is just an arbitrary 3 stats that people make up. The reason why I say this is that if a person averages 10, 10, and 10, they get celebrated, being like, oh my god, triple-double, triple-double. But if a person averages 9.9, 9.9, 9.9, or sorry, people will probably round that up. I just say they average 9, 9, and 9, everyone laughs and goes, haha, triple single, you suck. And in reality, there's 80 of those stats over the course, or 40 of those stats over the course of a season is the difference. It's the same player. So, yeah, that is just my opinion on all this. Look, do I hate what happened for the record? No. At the end of the day, like, we've seen people go for records before. We've seen, like, teams. Heck, when LeBron broke the scoring record, I know the scoring record is something we're never going to see in our lifetime. This double-double record is going to just keep going and going and going. I think she's going to break 20. I think she's going to break 20 in this. But, like, this is a streak that is part of the Rookie of the Year race. It makes it fun. And I think that, for me anyway, if Angel Reese, let's just say instead of 14 straight double-doubles, she had five straight double-doubles, then one game she didn't catch a rebound, or then instead of going to 10, it went to 9, and Fee Collier didn't foul her, so then she starts again, and the rebound that she caught out of bounds doesn't count against Seattle, so she doesn't get the double-double there, and then this double-double doesn't happen. My opinion, Angel Reese the same. She was unbelievable against Seattle, double-double or not. Against Fee Collier, she played great defense, terrible on offense. She played really well defensively against the Lynx. Yesterday was not one of her best games. I will have to say that. But like the Seattle game where, again, she caught a rebound that shouldn't have counted to keep the streak alive. The streak makes it fun. The streak is something that people are watching for. You could see the crowd's reaction when she got the streak. You could see the other teams trying to help her. The streak is fun. The streak just makes things fun. Should a team lose a game for the streak? No. Should the Sky risk losing a game to keep the streak going? No. But at the end of the day, look, just like when people cheered Caitlin Clark's triple-double, it made no odds because they were losing badly at that time. If Caitlin Clark didn't get that 10th rebound, if she didn't get the 10th rebound, I think she got 12 in the end, but let's just say she ends up on 9 rebounds and they still come back and win. It doesn't make one bit of a difference. Like, genuinely, I heard people say yesterday Caitlin Clark had a bad second half because she didn't get a rebound in the second half. And I'm like, she had 5 in the first, 12 minutes of the game. I'm like, she had 15 in the fourth quarter. But, yeah, this whole stat padding argument is dumb. has Angel Reese stat padded a couple of triple doubles in garbage time? People found her. It's happened twice. It has happened twice. Like, look, she's trying to keep, or sorry, not even triple doubles, double doubles. She's trying to get the double double streak, and why wouldn't you? It's a record that you want to put completely out of well, it's a record I'm not even sure Candice Parker knew she had, but it's a record you want to just completely blow out of the water. No one was ever going to touch it again. And it's looking like she's going to do that. And also, like, you could tell in the Seattle game, she wasn't playing for no double-double. She probably didn't even really get the double-double, but it was still her best game of the year by far. They gave it to her. The stat keepers gave it to her. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I think the Rookie of the Year race is neck and neck. I think Angel Reese is probably going to win it when it's all said and done. And it really does not, for me, the double-double streak is the weakest argument because it can be picked apart. Because if you want to argue double-double streak, if you want to say averaging a double-double, I think by the end of the season, Caitlin Clark's not going to average a double-double, but she's going to be very close to it. So I think that's it's going to be a hard argument. I think the biggest arguments for Angel Reese being Rookie of the Year is she's already one of the best defensive players at what she does. She struggles on bigs, but she's the best perimeter defending big in the WNBA. She is the best offensive rebounder the game has ever seen. And she is a slowly improving offensive player. She is an improving offensive player, and by the end of the season is probably going to average 15. So she's probably going to be within 2 or 3 points of Caitlin Clark as far as points are concerned. She's going to set a WNBA rebound record. She's 100% setting the offensive rebound record. Probably going to set the WNBA rebounding record. So like they're like the real reasons why Angel Reese is Rookie of the Year over Caitlin Clark. But double-double record and is just the dumbest of all arguments. Like that is the dumbest of all arguments because it can be very easily be picked apart by someone on the opposite end going like, dude, teams were letting her get double-doubles. Which is also true. Teams are letting her break this record, but for me, like her argument for Rookie of the Year is completely solid, but the record part of it, no. It's a fake record.